It's about time. What's going on?
Rumor report. This is the Rumor Report.
Talk to him.
With Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
All right, so you may have already heard about Fanatics owning 75% of the Mitchell and Ness brand. Well, the other 25% is owned by a group of people, and that includes LeBron, Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, CJ McCollum, Devin Booker, James Harden, Joel Embiid, Odell Beckham Jr., Kevin Hart, Rich Paul, Rich Kleiman, Scooter Braun, Steve Stout, and Deshaun Jackson, amongst others.
Seems like a lot of people for Mitchell and Ness, but I would have loved to see some of the artists that actually brought those throwback jerseys back. Like, I would have loved to see Fabulous get a percent if he could invest it in it. Wale, Meek Mill, some of those rappers that brought throwbacks back. I wish they would have got a chance to invest in that company.
Well, they're also joining Jay-Z, Meek Mill, Lil Baby, Maverick Carter, and others that have already joined that group. So these are new people that are part of the ownership.
That's dope. Congratulations to them.
Mm-hmm. All right, now Rihanna's upcoming Black Panther Wakanda Forever song was written as a tribute to Chadwick Boseman. And Lift Me Up was written by Thames. And, part of that, she said, is after speaking with Ryan Coogler, hearing his direction for the film and the song, I wanted to write something that portrays a warm embrace from all the people that I've lost in my life. I try to imagine what it would feel like if I could sing to them now and express how much I miss them. Rihanna has been an inspiration to me. So hearing her convey this song is a great honor.
Yeah, I seen some of, I guess it's a super trailer or longer trailer last night when I was watching the Knicks game. It looks exciting. I can't wait to see it. I mean, I was with my daughter, one of the youngest ones. She's 6, and she was like, "Dad, I want to go see it with you." And I'm like, "Of course." So I'm excited to that when that comes out. I'm gonna bring the whole family.
All right, now Lil Wayne was on Marcellus Wiley's More to It podcast, and he named the greatest rapper of all time. Listen to who he said.
Who is that?
Notorious B.I.G.
Why?
I'm sorry, you said of all time.
Of all time.
I take that back. The greatest rapper of all time is Sean Jay-Z Carter.
Why?
It's just when you do when you do this rapping thing, is this thing in rap that only thing that only we know in rap. He has that. It's like he's the Tom Brady of that.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I also feel like you can't leave out Notorious B.I.G. I think a lot of people forget how nice Big was and how clever he was and how busy he got because of his passing. But if you go back and listen to his albums, it's really like 3 albums because the second album is a double album. But if you really listen to his lyrics and how his wordplay is and how he was able to go, crazy on different types of beats from different places all over the country, whether it was a Houston sounding beat or a Cleveland sounding beat or a West Coast sounding beat, Notorious B.I.G. is one of the best that ever did it, hands down. And when you don't have him on your top 5 or your top 10, I think you really need to go back and really listen to some of the things he said in his lyrics.
I mean, I guess it goes without saying, Brooklyn is the home of some of the greatest rappers. All right, now
Facts.
Chingy has responded to being on a list of the 50 worst rappers of all time. He was on Vlad TV, and there was this list that was circulating on Twitter, and he was named on that list. Here's what he had to say.
It was a list that went viral online, and they had the list of the 50 worst rappers of all time.
Let's talk about
What's your
that.
thought about that list?
To me, it's invalid because it's subjective. When you go around, it's 7 billion people in this existence. When you ask each one of these people, who's your favorite rapper? Who's your favorite rapper? Who you like? You're probably gonna get a different answer. I've sold over 50 million records worldwide. I still have success. It's people that love me. So how am I one of the worst rappers? If everybody in this existence not saying, oh, that dude can't rap, he's the worst, then that means you're not the worst. If everybody not saying it, you're not the worst.
Yeah, I mean, the bad thing about those lists is we never know who actually does these lists. Somebody puts out a list and it just starts to circulate. Because if you remember that list, some of the people that's on that list that I can't, there's no possible way they should be on there. Like, you look at people like...
come on, the 50 worst rappers, we probably never even heard of them.
Plies.
In that case.
They put Plies on the list.
They had French Montana, they had Master P,
Young
Diddy.
Thug, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people on that list.
That's a lot of people's favorite rapper.
That can actually, that can really rap, so...
All right, well, that is your rumor report.
Right, like, you look at Plies can rap. You look at Bow Wow, like, come on, Bow Wow can rap. You might not like Bow Wow, you might not like his music, but he can rap. You look at people like Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, come on
Uzi can
now.
rap. Flo Rida, Pitbull, that might not be the rapping that you used to or that you love, but they can rap. Young Thug, come on. All right, well, we got front page news next. What we talking about?
All right, well, let's talk about Joe Biden and what he has to say about getting Brittany Griner home. He also is speaking on breathing room for families as we are going into the midterms. He was speaking at the White House on some initiatives.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.